On February 26th, Congressman and House Minority Leader Kevin McCarthy sat down with 23 ABC to talk with us about a variety of topics, one of those being energy here in Kern County. Now, McCarthy says that following President Biden's plan for clean energy will cause Americans to lose jobs and have to rely on other countries for oil, something that he does not agree with.
And if you're not putting it in a pipeline, then you're moving it on a ship or a train that has more capability of creating a spill. And we're eliminating a number of jobs. And we found that the president's pen has already done that by stopping any ability to drill on federal lands, which we have the capability of doing here in Kern County.
McCarthy also saying that we would have to rely on Russian oil production, which is 42% dirtier than American oil. So joining us now is Congressman McCarthy. Again, thank you so much for joining us today. We definitely appreciate it. We know that you're very busy. I want to start off first by asking you if you can elaborate on your statement that we just heard about foreign oil being dirtier than American oil.
Well, the studies show that the natural gas in America is 42% cleaner than Russian natural gas. Much of that has to do with the type of gas we have, but also the environmental laws that we have to extract it. And one of the strongest things you want is not just that our natural gas is cleaner, but that we're able to be energy independent in America. So if we purchase that from Russia, even though it's dirtier, who gets the resources? Putin gets it. What does he spend his money on? Pretty much working against America in many places. So why wouldn't we be able to build the jobs here? We have more natural gas than any place else in the world. We can produce it in a more environmentally sound and safe manner, and we can determine our own destination. We can actually export natural gas, helping our allies, and actually having the environment cleaner by our natural gas being better.
And I also want to ask you, how important is it for the U.S. to become less reliant on foreign sources of energy? How important is that to us and our economy in the U.S.?
It's not just important to America, it's important to the world. One, affordability. Just by the actions taken by President Biden, we already see that our gasoline price is higher. Now we find that countries such as Russia and the Middle East are stronger because they're getting more revenue from America. We're watching jobs in America be cut. That's nothing but harming this nation. And if America is stronger and America's energy independent and actually exporting and helping other countries, the world is safer for it based upon having America lead.
And I know that this is a big world topic, but how does this tie back to Kern County? Will we reap the benefits or the consequences should the U.S. choose to pull back on outsourcing? Well,
we'll be harmed. 71% of all the oil produced in California is in Kern County. Those are jobs. It's more than $9 billion in value. You look at the fields that here we are in America. Why don't we use what God provided to us, a resource that we could produce in a clean manner, create more jobs in Kern County, but actually have America use our energy. And I think when you look at Kern County from an oil perspective, from all the above, from geothermal, from wind, from solar, we are very blessed. And to have government tell us that we can't produce it, that we have to buy it from another country, that means they're getting more jobs and more resources that are leaving Kern County. So when those decisions are made, we get harmed, and then everybody in the nation has to pay more and lose in the process.
Now, some major car companies like GM, Ford, and now Volvo recently, they've already responded to the new administration's push to have electric vehicles by 2035. Do you think that that's a realistic timeline, and is that even possible? Should we all be prepared to buy an electric car anytime soon?
Well, you have the potential to buy an electric car, and there's some electric cars now out there, but I don't think they have the same power as a combustion engine today. These combustion engines are cleaner. They burn cleaner, just as our ability to go. So I think there's going to be an opportunity for that, but I don't think the combustion engine is going away anytime soon.
Now, we all know that you have been a very outspoken advocate for the oil industry. And now that new wells are coming to Kern County, the vote was just approved the other day. Can you share your thoughts on if you believe this may or may not be beneficial to the community right here in Kern County?
Well, it's easily to know that it's beneficial. More jobs, more revenue, more money for schools, more ability for the county to be stronger, but most importantly is that it helps America be energy independent, and that we're not paying somewhere like Venezuela for their oil to be shipped on a tanker with a chance of something going wrong, and paying a socialist country that doesn't care for America. I think it'd be better to utilize what God has given us and create jobs in Kern County and make schools stronger, and more importantly, make our environmentally more sound.
And what about the environmental impacts of drilling? Does that concern you for a place like Kern County? We know that there are a lot of things that we already struggle with here, such as air quality. Do any of the environmental impacts concern you?
That's why natural gas is so important. It helps us with the air quality, the changes that we've made in the past, and can continue. I think technology is going to help us clean the air even more. And we look forward to making those investments and having that happen. That's the fear I have if we're purchasing this from other countries. You know, China produces 2 times the amount of emissions that we do in America, and they have a 30% smaller GDP than we do. But in the Paris Accord, they're allowed to add to it. So they do the coal fire burnings and others, where here we are in America being cleaner, but we're being denied the ability for our own God-given resources to keep ourselves energy independent. And we continue to do this in a manner that's environmentally sound, that protects our environment and makes it cleaner at the same time.
And last question, is there still a demand for oil? And can we ever get to the point where we can ever live in a world without oil? Is that even possible?
Well, let's think about that. Oil is not just used for gasoline. All the petroleum products that you think about, many of you don't have any idea, from your phone to anything else, it goes into it. So it is something that is needed, that we've known for quite some time. And I'd rather buy it and produce it in America than from our adversaries.
All right, Congressman, again, thank you so much for taking the time to speak with us. We truly appreciate it.
Thank you.